This tutorial is by Cooper Collier, lead programmer with WatersWebWorks.com. Please visit our TeamDesk expert listing if you need assistance or have any questions, and we'll be happy to help.
All right, this is how we're going to do SignRequest in TeamDesk. We are going to use a service called SignRequest. Now, there are a lot of services. I am not promoting SignRequest specifically. We're going to show you how to use SignRequest only because this is how I know how to do it. So, what you need to do for this tutorial, you can use their introductory free services to get started. It's not free, but neither is DocuSign or anyone else, but they do have a 30-day free setup program so you can test this and try it yourself. And that's what I'm on. It's one of those accounts. So you're going to go to SignRequest.com and sign up for an account. Once you sign up for an account, your account will look like this, but what you're going to go over to here is you can click on My Documents and you look at all this that I'm showing you right here. But first, what I want you to do is go to the API instructions in the bottom. We're going to look at the API instructions. What you're going to do is go down to the sandbox team and create a sandbox team. Now, before you do that, get ready to do it, but let me give you a tip. When you make the sandbox team, I already made one in my account, so I'm not making another one, and that's this team here. So I switch down to here, and it's going to show me the sandbox team, and I click here on Teams. Okay, and you go down here, and it's going to ask you for the name of the team, which they call the subdomain. I call mine Cooper Test. All right. Call yours something unique. It has to be unique, of course, but you're going to want something unique. I recommend go ahead and just maybe call it your name of your database, like 70813, or something that's easy to remember. But that one might be easy to remember, but you're going to have a subdomain name to make API calls against. So pick one that's easy to use. You're also going to have to keep in mind when you make an account, your API is going to use your account username and password. And we're going to put that into TeamDesk to use it. So you might need 2 accounts, you might not if you're going to want to change your password often. So keep that in mind. But for right now, you need 1 user account and you need to sign up for a sandbox team. Once you get the sandbox team, make the settings with the team name, okay, which is going to end up as part of that. You can put a website in. I recommend giving it a different color than the main color. It makes it easier to know you're in the right place when you're looking at this. Members, everything's fine so far. Boom, 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 boom. You don't need an API token at this point. Right here is the convert to production team. Don't do that yet. All the tests are free until you convert to production. Okay. Once you have that all set up, we're going to go back into our TeamDesk, and I've made a special database just for this. What we want to do is to test to see if our API is working. So make yourself a table. You're going to need this table to work with it anyway. So I made a table. I call it Get SignRequest Variables. This is a table we're simply going to use to get information on an API level from SignRequest. We're going to make two columns, a response column and a seed column. You can call it anything. It really doesn't matter. I call it seed because we need to have a record for this to work. So what the seed column is there for is simply so I can make a new record. So when I make a new record, I put seed just something in there so we have a record. The reason we need that is so we can have a record in there with buttons. So let's go to make a button. We're going to make a button under rules, make a custom button, call it get templates, make it the preview, and save it. That's all you need to do. Now let's go do a new action and pick call URL and click next. When you get to the next, you'll get to a screen that looks like this one. Okay, call it whatever you want, get templates. We're going to pick basic access, put your SignRequest username and password right here. Then pick the method get, which should be the default, and in there you're going to take that section there, comes from right here. That's this on your SignRequest. So that's your SignRequest subdomain. Go back over to here, put that in here. So your subrequest / API v1 templates. That's what we're going to do. Save that. Let it save. It's being slow for me. Once it's saved, one more thing. Go to assignments, add a new assignment. New assignment, you're going to make it response. What that's going to do is take the response to our API call and stick that into the response box, just like that. That's important. Now we can test our API. So what you do is go over here. I'm going to even show you. I'm going to delete this record. It should look like this in your get variables. Make a new. Put anything in here. It absolutely does not matter. Now we have a record, and we want to run get templates. Get templates should give you a response, something like this. So we're going to, right now, it says count 0. No, no, no. If you get an error, then you need to go look at your errors. So I'm going to show you what an error looks like real quick, so I can show you what to do. See, errors will show up in here. So we're back into our action. I'm going to edit my action a little bit. And I'm going to just change that just for fun. There, I've changed it. Now watch what happens. I'm going to go here and say get templates. Poof. 401 author unauthorized back. If we want to know what's happening, we're going to go over here and we're going to hit an F5 and refresh. And this shows each of our responses that came back, and that shows an error log. I can click view and it shows you unauthorized, invalid username and password. So this is how you troubleshoot. You come and run your command, come back over here and make sure it's working. Until you get 200 commands here, we can't go further. So just work that out. Get your everything working, and I am going to make this .com again be correct. Go over here, run the test again. I didn't seem fine. I'm going to go over here, refresh my screen again. There we go. We have a 200. Beautiful. Okay.